when we get left out and what it triggers and what it means. So those of you that were here last year, remember like when I joined a mastermind, it was like $5,000 for this course that came with 8 videos. Just a couple gals. One of them was 8 figures. One of them was 7 figures. And they're spiritual and they were just giving their 2 cents. It was a really cool container. I love it. It's great. Still listen to it. But anyway, I joined it and I'm you know, so excited about it. Really admire these women. Love these women. Looking forward to learning new things about next level wealth. And I get on the first call and I get fucking just triggered. I get so triggered. And I realized it made me go within. And when I did a video on this last year, those of you remember that, where I was like, dude, every time I feel like I'm not enough, and when I do things when I don't feel like I'm enough, this type of thing gets brought out. And it's never a vibe. And it just showed me like more about who I really was and me taking responsibility for it. Understanding my worth, improving my self-esteem. But here's what it means. Also, my one-on-ones and stuff like that. When one lady got triggered and she told me, and it was awesome, and this is why they're working with me one-on-one, is because they can get triggered by me and still work with me and work through the trigger, and they don't blame me. Like some women in here and Hot Moms, they're new, maybe they don't know me. The first little thing that triggers them about me, like maybe I piss them off, or maybe I say something that threatens their beliefs or whatever, and they're just like, and they leave forever. In my one-on-one, she was triggered, same reason I was triggered by my girl, is where we feel left out. We feel like Casey didn't say this she didn't say this to me, or she didn't comment on mine, she didn't see me, or she didn't respond back to me, or she didn't give me that same attention, or whatever. It just means we have those feminine mother wounds. That's all it means. It means nothing about you. It means nothing about me. It just means that it's one more thing, one more fucked up story that we believed that we weren't good enough. It was just one more fucked up, polarizing belief that has kept us small. Because I just feel like when you get into this vibe, when you get into something like Hot Moms, or you get with women who are actively working on their shit, now, like, we're not going to be perfect, right? But usually our intentions are good, meaning if we fuck up, we're going to be like, dude, I'm sorry. If I'm so sorry, I'm sorry. Or it's just, hey, I'm not sorry. This is me. And if it triggers you, maybe look into that, because there's some judgment. There's some seeking approval. There's some people pleasing there. There's some, please validate me. Please validate me. And I get it. Think of a little kid that's going through something, right? It's going to take more than one person going, oh, you're good. There's nothing here that's going to hurt you. To a little kid that's been traumatized, even if the person comes back in every day and goes, you're good, you're going to be okay, you're good, that little kid's still going to be like, are you sure though? It's going to take more, deeper type of work and healing for that child to fully feel empowered and safe again. They're going to have to do it on their own, but they're going to need a certain type of work. It's going to take more than validation from others. And so in programs like these with women, we have these mother wounds, we have these shame, a lot of shame wounds, all the shit, man. And being in here in weight loss, like a lot of us, we're not at our best. We are very insecure. And where there's insecurities and lack of wisdom, there's going to be some fucking venom. There's going to be your projection of our shit on everybody else. Look, I do it. We all do it. And that's why it's important to just anything in this group, anything that's going on outside of you. Now, outside of you and boundaries and things like that, sometimes maybe you need to just be like, okay, this person's clearly, if they keep doing it kind of thing. But in this group, this is for healing. This is like trauma informed. Everybody's taking full responsibility for their insecurities. Everybody's taking full responsibility for their perceived right, wrong, fucking things that don't feel really good. We all take full responsibility here. So it's just a different energy. It's a different container. So please, if you get triggered and you don't feel like Christina, our expert, or Jessica, or Nicole, or one of us didn't comment or make you feel whatever, it doesn't mean anything about you. It doesn't mean anything about us. I'm off the hook. Nicole's off the hook. Our admins are off the hook. Our experts are off the hook. And you're off the fucking hook. Okay? You're off the hook. Everybody's off the hook. Woo! Right? So take that feeling, go do the inner work, ask for help of how you got triggered, and you're willing to do the work. You just need to be pointing in the right direction. Ask again, keep showing up, okay? You've got to just keep showing up through the pain. show up through the pain the best you can and ask for help and how to get through it. Just please, anything that happens, how can you not take it personally? How can you allow it not to mean anything? How can you allow the money in your account, the weight on the scale, the cellulite on your legs, how can you just let it not mean anything and still show up and do the fucking work so that you're not in this situation anymore moving forward? That's just the question for the day. All right, have a good one, and I'll see you soon.